I'm a little nervous tonight. I want things to be right. Nice hat. Pulled down over your face. It's a very important night. Be busy. Do something. Come on, dummy. Come on. Now, it's time. Live and in living color. The greatest world's heavyweight champion in the history of this great sport. And it's my pleasure to introduce...
It's Sunday night and the week's been rough. Maybe you didn't catch up on all your wrestling stuff. Welcome to a show you can trust, with Nathan has skill pumps and Giandra LaBeouf. Illuminerdi wrestling order, keeping up with everything wrestling every week, kinda sorta. If you missed it, we got you. We might have missed it too. So let's talk through the stuff we did get to. Down under like a didgeridoo, but aim at the top spot. Power Rangers show, we looking at you. It's all the same Illuminerdi crew, but our show is COVID sick. Y'all, seasonal flu. We've been through a producer or two. Now Shay's riding with us and he's stuck like glue. We all are rated with curse words, weed, liquor, and brew. But we ask Joe for forgiveness, not permission. I thought that you knew. Hey, is this gonna get me in trouble, man?
Yes.
All right. I like it.
No, I'm all right. It's,
Is this the first time we're actually on time?
Oh, 100%.
Could you imagine if we start at like right at 8 and all our viewers just fucking double, and the fact that we don't usually start until like 8:15 is the reason why,
I mean, I don't think 15 minutes is what's holding us back.
Oh, you don't?
Nah.
What's holding us back?
Well,
Claritin ad?
I think being the bastard stepchild of the channel might have something to do with it.
Yeah, we're the bad boy, I guess, right? What's that?
Bad boy or bad guy?
Whoa! Jesus Christ! We just got a $20 super chat.
Do I have to show a titty?
You might have to. I might have to do the fucking. I'm gonna have to do the Razor fucking remote for that one, I think.
Appreciate you, Daz.
Appreciate you, Daz. We're gonna have you on the show, bruh. You know what? That's it. You super chat us over a certain amount, you get to be a guest on the show.
Yep.
That's
for the people.
Rule, the new rule that I just made right now. Jay is not here. She is making real money and not us trying to squeeze Claritin ad profits out of the Illuminerdi. I don't know what ad. Did you get Claritin as well?
I got Claritin and Kelly Blue Book.
Whoa. We selling cars?
I'm selling whatever I can get my hands on, baby. It's hard out there. It's hard times, daddy.
Before we get going, is that sweater supposed to look that way, like the Brooklyn Brawlers fucking shirt?
Yes.
Okay. Is it because it's old, or is it like that on purpose?
Distressed.
Ah, so you bought it that way.
Sure did, and it's comfy as shit, so you can roast it as much as you want.
I'm not roasted. I'm just asking a question, dog.
Yes, because we're not at all confrontational on this show. I don't know where I would get that idea from.
Jim Hellwig says that all it took was $20 to get on the show or to show a nipple.
Yeah, well, Jim Hellwig's seen it all, baby.
Who's Jim Hellwig?
It's my buddy Chad. You know him.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because if you were going to say that was your mom's code name, it was going to be cool. And
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just lead it off with rest in peace, Scott Hall.
Why is that cup is almost problematic? I don't like
Oh shit! I forgot my toothpick.
the lips
Damn it!
and the face on that are
Shit!
two different shades, and I don't.
I meant to throw a toothpick at the screen at the beginning of the episode.
Should we restart?
No.
Hell
we can't
no!
lose. We can't lose all 5 of these viewers, bruh.
We'll leave it in. Leave it in.
All right. Before we talk about Hall, let's talk about this fucking koozie, shall we?
Yeah,
Since
let's explain your insensitive koozie.
All right. I'd be lying if I told you I remembered where I got this.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been in my collection, and about 7, 8 years ago, Hall was doing a signing at a place called Frankensons, which is a giant toy. Have you heard of it?
I've heard the legend of Frankensons.
Yes, it's huge. They get mega celebrities to come do signings. It's it's only open I think a couple days a week. It's not close to me, so if I'm going out there, it's for a reason. So me and a buddy of mine, Ray, who I'm gonna have on the show, we went out there to get Hall's autograph, and I had this koozie in my hand when I took my picture with him, and he looked at it and he went, "Where'd you get that?" And I said, I said, I don't know. I've had it since I was like 18. And he looked at it again and he went, "I've never seen that piece of merch in my life." And I went, "Well, I hope you got paid off of it."
Yeah.
And he laughed, and I went about my my autograph signing. But so that was my only real interaction with Hall.
What did he sign?
He signed I have a photo of him at the top of the ladder at WrestleMania 10 holding both belts. And he probably signed so much shit that day that he signed it the bad guy, but it looked like le bad guy the way he did the. It looks like he's like wrote it in French.
Yes.
Which, I thought was interesting. I'm going to probably be a little bit more long-winded on this because Hall was one of my top 5 favorite wrestlers of all time.
Oh, wow.
So, Pumps, before I do my spiel,
yes.
I feel like you don't have any respect for Scott Hall. Why is that?
I don't... Why are you starting shit? No, I mean, everyone that worked or that knows the business said he was the best worker out of the whole crew. I mean, I don't know. I enjoyed the Outsiders.
You say that like you've never seen him work. Yeah, they say he was the best worker.
Listen, I don't. Yeah, but I don't know the intricacies of how it feels to take the razor's edge. So I couldn't tell you if he was soft on his landings or I don't know.
Yeah, but when you say you heard he was the best worker out of the group, that doesn't mean that he was safe. That means he was the best worker, bruh.
But that implies he was safe.
Of course it does, but you say it like you've never seen Razor versus Hitman from '93, or you've never seen both of the ladder matches, which I think the SummerSlam '95 ladder match was better than the WrestleMania 10 one. The guy had the probably top 3 to 4 working punch in the business.
That's what they say.
Have you watched wrestling?
I don't get all warm and fuzzy for him. I'm sorry. He doesn't do it for me. He was a bit player in a group, in my opinion. No disrespect, but
right.
It is. I said what I said.
All right.
So
are you saying this with the glasses of you didn't watch early 90s WWF? Because you were on the East Coast, you
no,
WCW guy?
early 90s WWF, I would have been, 10 or 12.
Uh-huh.
So
In your fucking wheelhouse.
yeah, it was my look, Razor Remote. I was 1-2-3 Kid when it was Razor Remote and 1-2-3 Kid at the Manhattan Center. I was, Nope.
Sorry, I had to
Oh,
turn
there
down,
he is.
I turned down something.
No, I mean, I enjoyed his run with the NWO for the 2 years that they were hot, and then everything after that kind of wasn't great.
What? Okay, maybe I need to dive a little deeper into the Pump psyche here.
Okay.
At what age did you really get into wrestling?
I mean, I watched it since I was a kid, like super early, like the Manias,
Right.
like the start of WrestleMania.
Sure. And then, well, the only reason why I say that is because you're like, I was 10 years old. And in my head, I'm like, well, I was 10 years old in like 1989. And that shit was like everything to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but I also did, like, I've never gone back and watched it like, man, I got to see that Scott Hall match.
Right,
So, like,
right.
meh,
I got you. Yeah, no, fair enough. I do feel that Scott Hall was one of, for me, it's almost a three-way tie between Hall, Henning, and Roberts for the best wrestlers that never got a world title run. Now I know. Are you going to say that Henning won the AWA champion? I don't really care. I mean, the main.
No, my first thought is Roddy Piper. But I mean, he won it. Did he win it for WCW? No, that was US. Never mind.
But Roddy Piper wasn't very good. Robbie, listen, this is going to be a fucking hot take right now.
Hot take.
This is, you know what this hot take is adjacent to? This hot take is adjacent to that I think the Beastie Boys are overrated. I don't like the Beastie Boys at all.
Okay.
And coming from a rapper of the Caucasian persuasion that grew up in the 80s.
They're going to kick you out of the club if anybody finds out.
Right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm just being honest, right? So, to me, Roddy Piper was top 3 promos of all time, like talk people into the building, like, but he wasn't a good wrestler. I mean, not next to Kurt Hennig.
Yeah, no,
or Scott
but
Hall,
as far as yeah, all right. I guess as far as being over and I get it. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. When Hulkamania was running wild, it was running from Roddy Piper.
Sure.
Also, shout outs to the 9 people in the chat.
Yeah, right? We got 10 now. 8. Shit,
Well,
we're losing viewers. My Roddy Piper fucking take is
Roddy Piper hot. It was the Beastie Boys. Drove them away. But no, go ahead.
Okay, so I was super into. I'll just give a little Reader's Digest version. I was super into wrestling. From about 6 or 7 to probably 10, and I mean I'm like heavy, right? So around 11 or 12, when I discovered women and other things that I probably shouldn't have been discovering around that fucking time.
Hey, women, here's to you.
I wasn't as into wrestling at that time. But I would check it out every now and then. I was actually more into comic books, as you can vouch for me. The X-Men around 91, 92 was where it was at, right?
That was life.
So, yes. But when I would check out wrestling on Saturdays on Superstars or whatever, I did catch the vignettes, the Razor Ramon vignettes. And I hadn't even seen Scarface yet. So I had no idea.
I would hope not at 10.
I did see it at 15.
That's age appropriate. 15 is age appropriate for Scarface.
And I think yes, and Daz said yes, Piper versus Brett was awesome, but that's all Brett. Anyway, I did see the vignettes, and immediately I was like, that guy's fucking cool. Now, he's not cool enough to make me buy pay-per-views in 1992 or ask my mom to buy pay-per-views in 1992 or whatever. So then, between like 92 and 96, I didn't really watch wrestling. But then in 96, 97, I guess when I say I didn't watch it, I didn't like every week. I would always, if I was flipping through the channels, I would always stop. I would stop and check out, see what was happening. You know what I mean? But nothing that made me want to continuously watch. And that's right around the time like Monday Night Raw was starting to come around, right? Like 94, 95.
Yeah, I used to watch Raw on Mondays and Tuesday night fights on USA. That was my Monday and Tuesday ritual. So
right.
Couldn't tell you one thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, but I watched it.
Yeah, I would flip through because it was still the Duke the Dumpster Drosy era and that kind of shit, you know what I mean? And like the Chronic had just come out, so I was like not about evil dentists and shit. I was about fucking, gangster rap. But around 96, 97, Austin and the Hogan heel turn.
Yes.
I was like, all right, maybe I should check out what's happening.
Might want to give this a look-see.
Right? And then, like, I didn't see the Hall debut in WCW.
Gotcha.
But it made me want to watch, so then they would show clips of it or whatever. You know what I mean? And like, next thing you know, I'm down at the local video store and I'm renting every VHS pay-per-view from both companies between 93 and 95 that I'd missed. Yeah. Just to watch, you know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, like I like these guys, like let me see what these matches are like. You know what I mean? Whatever. And Hall was just fucking too cool for school, man. He just everything about that dude made you want to be that guy. At least for me. Maybe it was the age you know what I mean? Like, and like Austin was dope in the like fuck your boss kind of shit, but I didn't have a boss because I was like fucking 16.
You weren't clocking in at 16.
No. So like I got it.
I'll drink a beer.
All right. But Hall was fucking,
you identified with the cocaine salesman at 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
I identified with the guy that I thought could talk to girls in high school without fucking, going throwing two fucking middle fingers and fucking chugging a fucking beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, his WCW career left much to be desired for me. I've gone back and watched. He only really, when Hall was on, Hall was fucking on. And it was just a shame. Like, they put him in a tag which was always crazy to me that, like, do you think that they put them in a tag because Hogan had to be the champion?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for you to say more than fucking 3 words this entire show. So
you were going to fillet Scott Hall. I wasn't going to get in the way of that. I mean, look, we can never forgive Scott Hall for ending Goldberg's streak. Let's all just admit that. Spring Stampede.
With the taser, with
the cattle prod.
Yeah. He got one world title match in WCW against Sting at a Super Brawl.
Good old Super Brawls.
I fucking hate you.
I don't remember it.
I don't know. It was just your reaction. It's like,
That was a barn burner.
Impressive.
Hall versus Sting.
Yeah, That's not fucking Matsua and fucking.
Why is it always got to be about Japan? Why is it always got to be about New Japan?
So yeah, he won World War III, I believe, in WCW. That's their big triple fucking. Yeah. I think that's where he got that title shot from.
World War III needs to come back. I'm just saying.
It was awful. With all the guys starting in the ring at the same time.
Fantastic. Great idea. Fantastic idea. 3 rings. Great. You had all the factions grouping up in every ring. Oh, love it.
There's a lot of shit from old WCW I like, and that was not one of them.
Oh, so you preferred the Thunderdome Cage of Doom?
Yeah, fuck the one where Abdullah the Butcher got electrocuted. Fuck yeah. So Hall did his deal, and WCW was obviously making a whole bunch of money, and that's kind of where his, listen, my man had some demons.
Wrestling demons.
Yeah, Scott Hall is both a what's the word I'm looking for? Like you look at him and you feel bad, but you also want to party with him. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah, like, man, you're really on a downward spiral, but I'm along for the ride.
Yeah, like, let's party.
Because if you're buying, I'm with it.
Because I'm not gonna keep going, but we're gonna have a great evening.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like that's how people look at me.
No, because we've partied a few times, and I've ridden that train straight down to hell with you, and it's been okay.
Yeah. This is why this is the Illuminerdi After Dark show. I missed the curtain call.
Yep, Daz said he was there.
Holy shit, he was?
That's what he said.
I don't believe him.
See, chat? You don't think I read chat, but I be reading.
There he is. Wow. I missed that. That's super dope. If that's the case, that's fucking awesome. I'm not that I don't believe you. I believe you, but
that would be an awesome ticket stub to have.
Yes. If you had that ticket stub, that'd be. You know what? Speaking of fucking tickets, that's what I miss, man.
Tickets?
About sporting events.
Yeah.
Like, I miss hard tickets. Now they give you tickets as like part of a package, like it's a fucking present.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we'll mail you a fucking commemorative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like go into the warehouse to fucking Ticketmaster and waiting in line to buy, hard tickets was, I don't know.
What's the most recent ticket stub you have? Because I have a pretty good one.
The most recent?
Yeah, or the best.
Oh, the best?
Yeah.
I mean, I've got like the Hard Knock Life tour.
Ooh, that is a good one.
I also have the smoke one, the West Coast version of that.
The smoke one?
Smoke Fest, Smoke Out, 2000, whatever the fuck that's called. It was Eminem, Dre, and Cube. And I got that one.
On the Smoke tour.
I got WrestleMania 2000.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah. So what do you got?
Ricky Gervais at Carnegie Hall.
Ooh. You were there?
I was.
Where's Carnegie Hall?
NYC, baby.
Damn it. I thought that was in Australia. What's the one in Australia?
The Opera House?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
No, never been down under, mate. That's a lie.
Chris said this, cue the I'm old segment.
Hey, you know what, Chris? Someday you'll be old like us.
Yeah, so Scott Hall goes back to the WWE.
Not a great run.
Not a great run. And wrestles Up in Smoke. That's what it was called. Not a great run. Wrestled Austin.
Because Austin refused to wrestle Hogan, if I'm correct.
Was that the reason?
That's the word on the streets.
I know that Austin said when they wanted to pair him up with Hall that he didn't think he would last until Mania.
Well,
And there was like 2 months or something. But they did do a fucking a segment where they poured beer on the dude and he was taking that medication that makes you vomit if you take. Yeah. It's kind of fucked up.
I mean, yeah, 90s and 2000s WWF is fucked up. They did fucked up shit.
I can't argue that.
Woodstock 94. Daz, are you that old? God damn. Good for you.
Yeah, I think Daz is in our age group.
Oh, okay. Daz has got Woodstock 94, 99 Mania.
Wow.
Oh, 94 and 99 in WrestleMania 10. Gotcha. That's cool. I like it.
Sorry.
No, you good.
So
get that demonetized views segment in.
Sorry. I can't believe I can't smoke weed on the fucking show. I don't understand. Okay.
It's drugs.
Yeah. It's not like I'm fucking Scott Hall blowing lines.
Now that'd be a show.
That's after Dark. That's on the Patreon. That's behind the paywall.
that's a post WrestleMania show.
Ugh. So he leaves the WWE. I think he pops up in TNA for a minute, not looking great.
Yeah, he was in TNA for a minute.
Has some very bad downfalls. Did you ever see the ESPN little mini 30 for 30 on him?
No, but I watched the DDP
Yes.
Jake the Snake thing, but no, I never saw the ESPN thing.
The ESPN one is that one's rough to watch. It was before, it was about a year or two before. And just because my cousin's in the chat, I'm going to tell this story. I have a tendency to, after a long evening of no sleep and maybe
no sleep till Brooklyn,
maybe some extracurriculars, to when we're winding down, to put on really depressing things.
Oh, I can't believe that.
And we were trying to like relax or whatever, and I put this on, and he looked at me and he goes, "Bro, why the fuck are we watching this?" It's like all just disheveled. Fucking, he's telling stories about him and Shawn Michaels doing so much blow that they would lay in the fucking hotel and look at each other and go, "Hey, Razor, is your heart still beating?" My cousin's like, "Can we watch something else?"
Can we not? This is awful. Yeah.
So he gets better through DDP yoga. Right?
DDPY. Because it's more than just yoga.
Yes, that's true. He kicks out. He mends fences with his kid. Goes into the Hall of Fame. Gives one of the probably most epic end pieces of a Hall of Fame. Did you just fucking roll your eyes?
Yes.
Wait, why is that? Why is that?
Why? This is not just this is what we do whenever someone is like freshly departed, we immediately canonize them and anoint them for sainthood. Like, it was a decent speech. Yes. Was it Cornette inducting the Rock and Roll? No.
But I'm not talking about the whole speech. I said the end piece of the speech.
Okay.
Is probably the most. And I'm not talking just because he fucking died, homie. Like, when it happened, people were like, "Yo, like, bad times don't good times."
Oh, it was so good that you can't even remember it. Yeah, what a great fucking end line.
Oh yeah, give me some fucking pieces of the Cornette speech. That's what I thought.
I don't
know. And then apparently something. So he broke his hip a little bit ago.
Well, he got in a Twitter war with Session Moth Martina. We've got to talk that.
Okay, well, I mean, feel free to get your 150 words a show in.
Listen, I'm like early Twitter. It's 140 characters or less. It's impactful. No, they had a Twitter back and forth. It lasted for like 2 days. The end. I got to get my shit in. What do you want?
You mean Session Moth Martinez, who hasn't won an AEW match yet, right?
That's true.
Okay. But I guess apparently the pandemic really did him in, and he relapsed, allegedly, because he's Scott Hall. And he broke his hip and laid on the floor of his house for days because he couldn't get to the phone to call anybody. And when nobody heard from him, they sent DDP over to his house because he lives in that area, and they brought him into the hospital. He had to have surgery for his hip, and apparently had 4 heart attacks. 3 heart attacks during the surgery, and that was all she wrote.
Yeah, there's 4 parts of the heart, and 3 of his had an attack. That's it's never great.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So there you go. That's my Scott Hall fucking eulogy.
Is it
Pour one
inappropriate?
out for the bad guy.
Is it inappropriate to drink to someone who had substance abuse issues? I don't.
You know what? That's a great question.
Well, hey yo.
There you go, buddy. Hey yo. Don't just sing it, bring it.
That was The Rock.
No, that was fucking Hall.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Right.
Jesus. If you could have seen the fire that just
all right. Let's we were off last week, so we want to give a get well soon to Big E. That was right. We didn't talk about that, right?
No, we didn't. That was last week. Yeah.
That was hard to watch.
Didn't see it. Don't need to.
I watched it 1.5 times.
Don't need to.
It was not good, Pumps.
Did he just straight up land on his head?
I mean, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I need you to watch more content for this fucking show.
I'm not watching WWE. I'm watching WrestleMania.
I don't need you to watch WWE, but when a guy fucking breaks his neck, I need you to at least look at the clip.
I don't want to see a guy literally break his neck. What?
Help me out.
I'm here. What do you want? I don't like WWE. I'm sorry the man broke his neck. The word on the street is he might not ever wrestle again because of the vertebrae he fractured. That sucks.
He says he doesn't have to have surgery.
Yeah, but still the way it heals, it doesn't heal well, is what the orthopedic surgeon that's out there talking.
So he's gonna fist fight Kevin Owens on WrestleMania 65.
Yes. Yes, WrestleMania 47 will be Big E versus KO. No, Dominic Mysterio versus Big E.
Oh, stop it. Bianca Belair also hurt.
Hope she misses Mania so I don't have to watch her match.
Wow. And this is why Jay doesn't come back. You see, you're the fucking reason that Jay...
These are the things I could say when Jay's not here.
You're the reason that Jay is ditching us.
Sorry, Bianca Belair's trash. I can say it.
Who would you rather see wrestle, Bianca Belair or
I would rather see 2 rats fight over a piece of pepperoni pizza than watch a Bianca Belair match. Give me Ms. Viper versus Kaylee Ray. I would love to watch that. Dewdrop for the uninitiated. I would watch that.
Well, I mean, listen. I'm gonna need more out of you.
Shit, what? What do you want?
Just in general. Hey, we've kept 10 or more watchers for at least 25 minutes. That might be a record.
I think it is.
Every time we mention how many people are watching, it goes down.
I mean, I could just do hot takes for the rest of the show. That'll get the internet fired up.
But that would mean that you had to talk.
Well, if my co-host here would lob me up some softballs instead of deep diving onto Scott Hall's 30 for 30 and then trail off into a story that only him and one other person that may or may not be paying attention to the show would know about, maybe broaden things out for the rest of the audience, well, yeah, maybe then I could contribute. Currently, as we're currently constructed, I ain't got shit to add to that. I'm sorry.
You see? Was that so hard?
A little bit. I'm a little out of breath now. A little hoarse. Pop Shay, though. I'll take that.
God damn it. See, I just got to poke you a little bit. I know how to do it.
Just keep needling me.
All right. So I know the only thing you watched this week was AEW.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's WWE news we can talk about.
I know, but I like that you're speaking right now, so I don't want to go into the WWE and like ice you back down. I'm not trying to ice my kicker. You know what I mean? Like I need you kick it into the net.
I'm focused, man.
Yeah, I need you focused, man, because you know we might have to kick here.
Okay.
All right. AEW Dynamite, sir.
Yes.
St. Patrick's Day Slam.
Latest one. Gotcha. Yes.
I
have notes, but they're in the other room.
We'll go get them.
What?
Do you need them?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm just trying to be,
I appreciate the support.
Okay.
I do.
We kicked off St. Patrick's Day Slam, why did they name it that?
Tony Khan loves a gimmick. Loves a good gimmick name.
Now, here's what I think. I think that he's doing this so that when they go to streaming, it's not just a Dynamite. Right? Because they don't have the pay-per-views. Like, this is like low-key like a Vengeance or a fucking, right? Right? So, like,
yeah,
they have to name
like
them shit.
Insurrection.
Right, yeah, exactly. I got to name them shit, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we opened the show with AEW World Champion Hangman Adam Page, the AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Jurassic Dinosaur guys, versus Adam Cole and Red Dragon, who was Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. I'm going to have you speak about this match for a second, but one thing I did not like about this match was Bobby Fish didn't talk enough.
Bobby Fish is your favorite in-ring talker. I know you love that.
Bobby Fish is if they let that guy go, he's reaching Kevin Owens level shit-talking hilarity in the ring during a match.
I mean, yeah, Bobby Fish is one of the unsung heroes of professional wrestling. I mean, his religious views aside, but yeah.
Hey, real quick, Verm Verby. Verm Verby, you know who that is?
I have no idea. No.
Oh, okay. And Hawkles are new. I've never seen them in the chat before, so shout out to those guys, people. I don't know. Thanks for hanging out. All right.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Okay. This match, it was all right.
Yeah, I mean, it was a network television wrestling match. It wasn't fantastic, but it was a good way to start the show.
They did a cool triple moonsault spot.
I don't remember that.
All right, cool. All right,
I'm
well,
sure
that's been the show. I appreciate you guys coming out this evening. That's good. We'll just end it here.
I'm sorry, I don't remember it. I apologize.
You don't remember the triple moonsault that Tony Schiavone said this is the first time I've ever seen a triple moonsault?
Tony Schiavone hasn't seen any of this. Schiavone. He was calling baseball. If it was a triple play or a pop fly to the left fielder, he's probably seen that before. Abe Knuckleball Schwartz. That's Tony Schiavone's favorite wrestler. Do you think he got a Braves World Series ring, Schiavone?
I listen to his show each week, and I think they've talked about it, but I don't remember.
I feel like you should get one.
So Adam Cole, sorry, pouring drinks, I'm reading things. Adam Cole pins Jungle Boy and stares into the cold, dead eyes of Hangman Adam Page.
Yeah.
Are they going? When's the next pay-per-view?
May.
Are they keeping this feud going?
Yeah, I don't really think anybody else is on the horizon. I mean, have we seen Punk? We haven't really seen Punk since the whole Max thing. So, I think they'll probably do Cole Page one more time.
With a stip?
Yeah, maybe like a last time or something, and then I think
that's not a stip. That's a fucking word.
What?
A stipulation.
I know what a stipulation is. Like one last time. Oh, I'm sorry, Cody still can't challenge for the championship. He had to go to WWE.
That's why he left, because they had to honor the fact that Cody wasn't allowed to challenge for the world title. They realized that they fucked that up by doing that night one, right?
That was a very early Dynamite.
I think it was earlier.
It wasn't night one, but it was probably episode 5 or something.
Right.
Or it might have even been the pay-per-view when Max turned on him.
That's true. I think it was that. I think that might have been when it was. All right. We got Tony Schiavone backstage with Keith Lee, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Absolute Ricky Starks, and I Could Give a Fuck Less.
About Team Taz or about Keith Lee?
Just about this, whatever's happening. I like Keith Lee, but I don't think he's a good interview.
No.
And he's got a weird, this is the Nate Fashion segment. He's got a weird, like, it just is bald here.
Oh, his lineup?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Not right?
I don't like it. Looks like somebody put a bottle of Flonase here and then just cut around it.
Oddly specific.
Well, that's the only thing I could think of that's that shape right now. Okay, a popsicle. Somebody put a popsicle here. And then, yeah, I'm not into it.
Okay. Well,
next we have Jon Moxley and the American Dragon with William Regal. Wrestling those losers from Chaos. Chaos? Is that where they're from?
Don't start. Don't start.
What are those losers' names?
I don't know. The only people in Chaos is like greatest workers of all time, best wrestlers of the decade, like Kazuchika Okada. You know. So I don't know. I don't know who you're referring to.
Is Chuck Taylor and Wheeler Yuta in Chaos?
No.
Okay, what one are they in?
I love that.
Hold on. They're in Starburst.
Yes.
No, No.
They're in Stardom.
No.
This is the Nate doesn't know New Japan segment.
Fuck. What's the name? Give me the first letter.
Of what?
Of their gang.
The Best Friends.
No, the New Japan gang they're in.
It's Chaos.
Is it Chaos? Right? Okay, I knew it.
They're not in Chaos. They're not.
Why? Because they have a girl with them? That's super sexist, bro.
No,
this
because
is why Jay doesn't come. This is why Jay doesn't show up, because you're sexist.
Yep.
And you don't like
Bianca Belair. Because I'm not upset that Big E broke his neck, even though I am.
Big E broke his neck, and you don't like Scott Hall.
Nope. I don't dislike Scott Hall. I'm just not ready to anoint him for sainthood. I'm sorry.
I have to have a talk with Joe about you.
Okay. Well, next week it's Nate and Piggy Stardust discussing the new Gossip Girl trailer, the Vampire Diaries reboot, and Yeah, reruns of Modern Family.
Piggy Stardust is lucky that she's allowed even on the channel with us.
It's a hot take.
All right, next up. Oh no, sorry.
You can't skip by the Danhausen segment.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Moxley and Danielson
Yes.
versus Chuck Taylor and Wheeler Yuta.
Yes.
With like 3 other guys in their corner: Trent Beretta, Orange Cassidy, and Danhausen. And all those 6 guys got beat up.
Yeah, they sure did.
And Danhausen, what did Danhausen do this week? Pumps.
Well, he tried to curse someone, but it obviously didn't work because they lost the match. So
was he was in wrestling gear this week, right?
He's been in wrestling gear, yes.
All right, because every time I see him in wrestling gear, I actually think he's going to do some shit.
That's the swerve. Is you never know when he's going to pop up and do something. I think he's pretty close to healed up.
Does he always have to have his hands like this?
Yes.
Always. Like, do you think
it's Nosferatu from the
I
30s?
I fucking know what it is. Okay, I'm a nerd rapper.
Well, then why are you questioning it?
But do you think that he? Because I'm trying to be entertaining because we don't have Jay. Do you think like on his off time, like he like just like low key just goes to that maneuver?
No, because that's got to be like, this can't be comfortable.
I mean, I don't know. I think, it's what's that called, man? Muscle memory.
Well, yeah, maybe it's a whole thing. Like when you put on the face paint, you immediately go there. I don't know.
All right. Well, I know that I don't like him.
Well, that's your loss because he's awesome. Also, Wheeler Yuta tried to join Moxley and Daniel Bryan and got the piss slapped out of him.
Dude, if that's Regal's deal where he just fucking slaps people up every week and goes over his time and then apologizes for it on social media with passive aggressive low-key disses at Tony Schiavone, I'm here for it.
Yep. Good use of him. Why couldn't they have done this with Tully?
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of Tully.
Huh?
Speaking of Tully.
Yes, let's speak of Tully.
He was fired.
You fired.
By the Revival.
Top guys. Out.
Why do you think this is? Why go this way?
Because Tully's going to pop up with an underneath tag team so they can
get the rub.
Keep him away. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
He'll pop up with like a Top Flight or something.
Some other loser tag team. Speaking of FTR, did you see 2 things? They're gonna wrestle your boyfriends, the Briscoes.
Them boys.
Right? And is that for Ring of Honor?
Yes. Super Card of Honor.
Are we gonna be able to watch that via your subscription?
I have not received a charge for this current year. My subscription also still works. So I don't know. They haven't sent out an email about Honor Club and what they're going to do moving forward. That says to me that they don't even know. I wouldn't be shocked if Tony Khan didn't know Honor Club existed.
You think?
And that's, yeah. There's probably, and I'm going to be generous, and I'm going to say 3,000 subscribers to Honor Club. And that's being super generous.
Wow, that's not a lot.
No.
3,000?
I mean, for especially now, since they're not doing pay-per-view and pay-per-view is included.
So is this Ring of Honor show? It's obviously Mania weekend, right? So this it's
I'm
right?
not 100%. Let me vamp for a minute.
Okay. So will this be on pay-per-view then? Fucking vamp for a minute. I mean, you tell me vamp for a minute, buddy. I'm doing this.
But you're not hanging upside down. Yeah, it's Friday, April 1st. Super Card of Honor at the Curtis Culwell Center.
So a high school.
It's probably an ag center. which I'm okay. It'll probably stink a
What
little
the
bit.
fuck is an ag center?
Agriculture? It's where they do like horse shows and the rodeo.
Oh, agricultural.
Yeah. Well,
Got it.
when you're in a state that has an ag center, you call it an
Hey,
ag center.
I'm gonna, at the risk of sounding like an idiot, I didn't know that A&M college meant
That the A was agriculture.
Nope. Until like a few years ago, and that means farming and stuff.
Yes.
What's the M? Medicine?
No. Management? Maybe. I don't know. Well, because agricultural management is farming.
It's Texas A and it's agricultural and monsters.
Monsters, yes.
Somebody in the chat tell me what the M stands for in an A&M school. Okay. Where were we? Oh, yes, FTR. So they're going to wrestle the Briscoes finally. I don't know why they're giving this away. I mean, if they televise this, is this a way that Tony Khan thinks that he can get some people to buy this show by having this be the main event?
I mean, well, the problem is, like, as far as I know, Ring of Honor or AEW has not announced their grand plans for AEW for Ring of Honor. So, like, what's the hook here? It's FTR.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think he's gonna put some matches like this on this thing, and it's going to be like, don't they have a deal with like Fight TV or one of those other like Bleacher Report? Like they have like some app, right, where you can buy their shows. Yeah,
AEW does, but Ring of Honor was on actual pay-per-view.
Yeah, but whoa! I just had a stroke.
I see that.
Yeah, but can't Tony Khan just be like, "Yo, we're gonna do a fucking Ring of Honor pay-per-view under the AEW banner, and it's gonna be $10. Put it on your fucking app."
I mean, that is a possibility. The problem is I don't know, like, if the rumors are true and Warner Media has a problem with the Briscoes, which is a whole nother kettle of fish that we can get into, why would they be okay with the Briscoes being on?
Because it's not on TBS or TNT.
Right. So I just don't understand the logic there. Like, you can feature these people, but you just can't feature them on our network?
No, but you're assuming that they're going to give them any, like, what if they don't do any sort of advertisement on AEW for this show? And it's just, you see what I'm saying? Like,
they would have to acknowledge that the show is a thing. Well, I guess they might not have to, because, like, the people that watch AEW already know about Ring of Honor.
Exactly. That's what I mean. So it's a way around it. It's a loophole, if you will.
I'm a big fan of the loophole.
Another piece of FTR news. There was I guess Booker T.
Booker T got clapped.
Booker T
bodied.
Was challenged. FTR. Have anybody even seen Stevie Ray?
He's probably 700 pounds by now.
Right?
It's gotta be.
Oh, also, apparently the M is for mechanical. It's agricultural and mechanical.
I like M. Bison better.
Yeah, M. Bison.
Agricultural and M. Bison. That's pretty good.
And I would assume that Booker T was doing that for his school down there, right? Like,
that's right. He does have a wrestling school.
That's the only reason why he would do that, is because he can get people to come to his show, Houston Sucka Wrestling or whatever.
I think AEW has taken a couple of people, out of Booker T's school, or maybe Maybe someone from WWE. I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a great school, and I know that he runs shows all the time, like just from
He does, yeah.
Yeah. So like getting FTR, and I mean, listen, dude, FTR just had a fucking match with 900-year-old Rock and Roll Express. You know, they can have a match with anybody. And so Dax, I call him Dax.
Dak.
Yeah, Dax.
Other Texas tag team.
Yeah. Dax cut a promo today on social media at Booker T, which was really, really funny and really, really good. And he basically spoke the truth and said, you know, anybody that puts FTR in their mouth is saying it because they know that they can get the best tag team match if you involve us, because we make everybody look good, basically. You know what I mean? It'd be like wrestling Arn and Tully in the 80s. Like, it didn't matter who, like, it could have been the fucking Killer Bees versus Arn and Tully in the 80s, and they would have made them look good. You know what I mean?
Who's your dream matchup for FTR right now? Is it the Briscoes?
I'd like to see him wrestle Red Dragon. Did you just fucking look at your fucking wrist, Shay? You piece of shit.
Wow.
I got asked a fucking question and paused for 8 seconds, and Shay gave me the fucking Steve Austin Royal Rumble fucking gimmick.
Old
Bullshit.
producer Shay, who'd he ever beat?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'd like to see him wrestle the Briscoes. I'd like to see him wrestle Moxley and Daniel Bryan. I mean, I'd like to see him, you know.
Dark Order?
Yeah. I want to see him wrestle Evil 10 and -1.
Oh man, I would love to see FTR versus -1 handicap match.
Yeah.
No holds barred, exploding barbed wire.
Yeah.
Book it, Tony.
All right, moving along. We had the Jericho Appreciation Society commencement.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it's vintage Jericho, and I'm here for it.
I thought it was funny. He called himself a sports entertainer, and that crowd was not happy. And it was so simple and right in front of you. And he knew that just saying that would make him such rejuvenate his heel status. And I thought it was great.
The best part of that whole promo was when he was like, "We don't use made up names here. Chris Jericho." Like, motherfucker, wait a minute.
But that's funny. Like, I got it. Like, because he's been that for so long.
Yeah.
That regular people don't know that that's not his fucking name. It's like, people don't think that Steve Austin's last name is Williams.
What?
That motherfucker's name is Steve Austin. You know what I mean? Like,
you mean Dwayne's last name isn't Rock?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
I thought it was funny, dude. Like,
yeah, it was good, but like, I feel bad that we have to watch Jake Hager in this. Woof.
Well, you like Jake Hager?
No. He's just so out of place. Like, he's not even a convincing heater anymore. He doesn't do anything.
He looks good in a picture.
All right, but, well, yeah, that's fine.
I mean, bro, they put a belt on fucking Jade Cargill, for fuck's sake.
Oh, I know. All
right.
Speaking of Bianca Belair, wait, what?
Yeah. We had Wardlow.
Yes.
Versus Scorpio Sky.
Yes. You called this finish 5 hours before it happened?
I did, but I didn't.
Okay, don't take the credit.
I'm not, because I'm an honest individual.
Yes.
Like when I say that Shay's a piece of shit, I like notice that we didn't get any fucking pictures this week.
Dun, dun, dun. Sure didn't.
We didn't get any pictures this week.
Not even a Razor Ramon.
Yep. Nothing. Mailing it in.
Phoning it on in.
Love you, Shay. All right. I said that there's no way that either of these guys get pinned because you can't wow, Verum Verby with a $5 super chat. Jesus Christ. This week is killing it.
We got the look of the Irish tonight.
Right? We've had more super chat money tonight than our entire other 50 episodes combined.
And we've had Hall of Famers on. To answer his question, I listen to Cornet every week, twice a week. Nate does not.
Shout out to you guys. I listen to Corny every now and then. I look at a 4-hour
YouTube clips.
It's true. I look at a 4-hour podcast and I get intimidated.
I also, part of my day for work is driving from place to place.
Right.
So technically I get paid to listen to Corny.
Fair enough. So I said that neither one of these guys can afford to get pinned. You can't take it off Scorpio Sky. You just made a huge fucking deal about him.
True.
And
when you've been hiding him on AEW Dark for the last year and a half.
Agreed. So, and Wardlow, you just gave him the fucking face of the runs the place championship.
The Ace is the helpful place for the Hardware Pros championship.
Yeah. You can't pin him. And then they did.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, yeah. And then Sean Spears came out and chair stuff.
Now there was shenanigans that happened, right?
There was some shenanigans.
MJF, popped up. I guess are they looking at Wardlow as one of those guys that doesn't need any sort of title to matter?
I mean, for right now, but I think in time you've either got to shit or get off the pot. Like, he can't be your underneath monster with nothing to show for it. Like, that's what.
So he's got to win one.
Yeah, like that's what killed Brian Cage. Like, he had the FTW belt, and nobody gave a shit.
Bro, what killed Brian Cage is he looked ridiculous.
Well, yeah, he does look ridiculous.
He looks ridiculous. His lady is fucking smoking.
Well, I won't dispute that. However, she's no Session Moth Martina. But who is?
You're correct.
That was the most tactful thing Nate's ever said on this show. I love it.
All right. So Wardlow gets pinned. Scorpio Sky is still the title holder, and Wardlow continues his feud with the Pinnacle. Next.
Which is not technically a thing anymore. I don't think.
Yeah, they haven't. Yeah, exactly.
Yay, factions!
I don't even know if our show's a thing anymore.
Hey, we got $24.99 says what it is.
I'm gonna fuck yeah. Hey Shay, hey, we passed the $25 threshold. I'm gonna have to call some people about some things. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like my White Claws should be paid for next week.
Yeah, these Dr. Peppers don't make themselves.
Okay. Hardy Boys versus Private Party. What'd you think?
I could not care less about anyone in this match.
Private Party's terrible, dude.
They were good for a short time.
No, they weren't.
They were. When they first started,
No, they were not.
Okay, you're right.
All right, talk.
No, they weren't. I liked them at first. It's an act that got progressively more and more tired. It's the Orange Cassidy problem. If you do one thing for 3 years now, we gotta see something.
Like what? What are they gonna do?
I don't know. I'm not
One
creative.
of them still dresses like fucking Disco Inferno, bro.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Maybe switch it up a little bit. I don't know. I don't know how to fix everybody.
You don't seem to know how to fix anybody.
I know I don't care about anybody in this match.
The Hardy Boys are out in outfits that just
out and proud.
if you just don't know who the Hardy Boys are, like my girl walked in while I was watching this and she went, "What the fuck are these guys wearing?"
Exactly.
And unless you were like a Hardy Boys mark, my answer was, I know, but I don't know why.
Couldn't tell you, because this shit is bad.
Right?
It's just I don't understand Jeff Hardy fans, and if there are Jeff Hardy fans out there, feel free to try to educate me. I don't get it.
Bro, he's a charismatic enigma.
That's what they keep telling us for the last 20 years, and I still don't get it. Like, I mean, he was the brother you paid to see because he jumped off stuff.
Right.
Other than that, I don't get it. I'm not going to listen to the latest Peroxygen banger. I don't know. Like, maybe,
was that English? Yeah. What did you just say? Was that English?
That's his band, Peroxygen.
Peroxygen? That sounds like a K-pop band Shay listens to.
It probably is.
All right.
I'm not gonna dispute that. I mean, I liked his belt that he had in Impact, his custom belt. Everybody else hated it, but I thought it was something different.
I liked his match against Sting in Impact.
All 3 seconds of it.
Speaking of Scott Hall, Matt Hardy is getting to Eddie Kingston midsection levels.
Plus size Matt Hardy.
That's my new thing. I'm just looking at guys that are my age, midsections.
That's fair.
He also can't even run, bro. He has that gimp foot. It's just like they should take the Hardy, and also they were calling them the Hardy brothers. They should.
Well, boys is probably trademarked with
of course. They should take them off TV and like have them wrestle established big teams for nostalgia purposes. But if they have them out there wrestling QT Marshall and fucking the newest guy from the fucking Iron Power Plant, wherever the fuck that guy comes from,
the Iron Paradise. I would watch the Hardys wrestle the guy from the Iron Paradise.
Nightmare Factory, sorry.
No, it's yeah. Again, I have never been a Hardys fan. For me, their run peaked with the Dudleys and Edge and Christian, and that was 20 plus years ago. So I don't know. They made a lot of money, but people love Jeff Hardy. Matt Hardy had a really cool run like 5 years ago for about 6 months. I don't know, like the Broken Universe was cool. That's kind of where it ended. Like,
right.
That, yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Just if you're going to put them on TV, don't make it a long segment.
Right. All right. That's what they say about me. Next. Pumps, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Next. Now, listen. I didn't purposely wait to use the restroom until the women's match came up. I promise.
Oh,
because I watched it.
Okay.
But I do need to use the restroom.
Okay.
So I need you to riff about Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa for maybe 2.5 minutes while I use the restroom.
Okay.
If that.
Okay.
Okay. But I did watch this. I promise.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Let's time him, everybody. No. Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, round 2, steel cage match. I mean, it wasn't as great, in my opinion, as the first time. It was good. Not great. They both got juice, as expected. Thunder Rosa, I think she bled first, possibly. Maybe Britt did. Not important. But Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was a decent enough cage match. I didn't hate it. I think they took a lot of unnecessary bumps. Those chair spots where you pile up all those chairs, like what, you don't really need to do that, I don't think. But I understand that there's an expectation of violence or whatever when these two get together. But part of that is they did that to themselves. But these chair spots and stuff, kind of an unnecessary spot. Eh. Other than that, I didn't hate it. It wasn't a bad main event. All in all, 3.5 stars. Didn't set the world on fire, but I didn't hate it. I just think they took some unnecessary bumps. I don't know. We'll have to see what Nate thinks about it if he ever comes back, which he probably won't. He's just gonna leave me here twisting in the wind, Daddy. Oh, there he is. And he's back.
All right, so Thunder Rosa came out to mariachis.
No.
Shit was dope.
Nate's clearly more hyped for this than I was.
Thought it was very, very cool. I like that AEW lets hometown people win in their hometown.
That's unheard of, pal. You got to bury the hometown babyface.
It's true that's how they, you know. The 2 spots were dope. The 3 spots, whatever. Right? What's Britt Baker's move off the top?
Well, she does Adam Cole's Panama Sunrise from time to time.
No, but what's the one she did on the chairs? Come on, buddy.
The backdrop thing.
Yeah. Does that have a name?
I feel like it's unnecessary though. That's what I was saying when you were gone. I feel like those are unnecessary. They didn't need to do that.
Well, they don't need to do 2 of them. Kick out like the one where they set up the chairs
Yes.
that Britt took.
Yes.
Was way more devastating than a move into the tax.
I agree. I even forgot about the thumbtacks. Yeah.
Right? So I feel like they just have the sequence out of order. I mean, who the fuck are we? You know what I mean? Like, we're not fucking, whatever. But like,
we are the internet wrestling community, sir. The IWC.
It's true. But I just feel like the tax first and then those top rope moves, I think, work better logically.
Yeah, I don't understand why tax became the be all end all. You know what I mean? Like, I would much rather take a backdrop onto tax than go through 18 folding chairs that would move and shuffle and you can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would absolutely do the tax.
I think tax is a visual thing. I'm sure it hurts. I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't do it. I might do
thumbtacks.
This Saturday night at the Hermosa Saloon. I might take a bump into thumbtacks.
Or off of some.
Yeah. I watched this match again before the show, actually.
Okay.
Because I kind of was in and out the first go round.
That's what she said.
I wanted to give it its proper respect because there was a title change, which I didn't think. Why do they put out a fucking Britt Baker t-shirt that says 3/16/22 and then beat her?
Marketing to put the
because it worked. Because it worked. Because I immediately sent you a text that said, "Oh, this fucking shirt's coming out. I bet you she's gonna fucking lose tonight or win tonight, whatever."
You did.
And they put Thunder Rosa over with a new belt.
Yep.
Right? That's very cool. I thought that was very cool. Now, that being said, I like Thunder Rosa.
Yes.
But I'm not gonna lie. The last 2 matches I've seen her in, she's not that impressive. She's kind of slow.
Yeah. Who would you put the belt on then?
No, it's not that. I like her, but like for some reason, like her moves. I don't know if it's her moveset or if it's because the last 2 matches have been against Britt. Like I don't know. I'm just like she's not like. I mean, she's better. Listen, she's better than fucking 90% of the other girls on the roster. But I'm comparing Britt and Thunder Rosa to the Charlottes, Sasha's. You know what I mean? Like Asuka, like
Yeah.
So
Julia.
We'll see. Yeah, Layla Hirsch.
Julia's in Stardom, dickhead, not Layla Hirsch.
I don't even know who Julia is.
I know.
Julia Gulia. What movie?
Very aggressive. What you got against Stardom, bro?
I don't know what Stardom is either. Is that a gang? Oh no, that's the New Japan Girl Club.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. New Japan Girls Club.
All right. Let's see.
So who do you put the belt on instead of Thunder Rosa? Because this is a legit question.
Nobody. I'm for it. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Britt's had it for how long?
Forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm for it. I think you can put. Here's the thing.
I think Serena Deeb is the only other believable one that they have.
Is that the one that does the John Cena thing every week?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Pass. I think that the women's division in AEW is so soft.
SAWFT.
Soft. That it doesn't matter if you take a risk and put it on somebody else for a little while, because outside of Britt Baker, nobody really gives a shit. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Who's the Hispanic heater that I like? Mercedes Martinez?
Session Moth Martinez. Yes.
Is it Mercedes Martinez?
Yes.
Yeah, you put belt on her.
She's been there like 2 weeks.
Fuck it.
Okay. That's fair. I won't argue with that.
Daniel Bryan was having championship matches less than a month in.
You can't compare the two.
Did you watch Rampage?
No, I did not.
What were you gonna say? Were you gonna make up something? Your dog ate your homework?
It was on in a weird spot, and my DVR didn't record it.
Hey, this is what I have to talk about as well.
All right.
My DVR also only had half of it.
Okay.
But it was the back half.
Some would argue the best half.
Yes, right. So I saw Keith Lee and QT.
Woof.
Yeah, exactly. And Swerve and Tony Nese.
That I would watch.
Yeah, it was okay.
All right.
I mean, listen, it was okay. It was good. Like those dudes, they're great wrestlers. I just don't give a shit about either one of them, really.
That's fair. I mean, they're small fish in a gigantic pond right now, so I understand.
Right. I do like that about it. Like some weeks. Shay, are you good? I know we're going a little long. Are you okay, buddy? Okay. That's how much fucking respect we have for the producers here on this show. Is that I want to make sure that my guy's all right. Pumps, who's in a different fucking time zone by 3 hours, I don't give a fuck if he's tired.
He couldn't care if we went till 2 a.m. Central.
You're riding shotgun, buddy.
I'm here. Get in, fucker. We're going. And I'm here for it.
Yeah, I just sometimes I feel like Rampage is like an indie show.
It is. It's an indie-rific feel to some of it, yeah.
Right? Like they don't really get a lot of star power, and the star power they do get is newer star power, like Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Like who I like. I'm not shitting on any of these guys. It just doesn't feel like it feels like it. You know what it feels like? It feels like superstars or some shit.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
I mean, the best rampages are the ones that are standalone, because you can't have a super hot main event and then run it back 45 minutes later on the night because you taped the same night. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they're in a tough spot.
There also isn't a lot of time if you're gonna be the company that wrestles,
right,
and fucking gives motherfuckers time,
right,
then you don't have time for storylines and shit on this show.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're like, who did I see? Was it Butcher? Who wrestled
Darby?
He wrestled Darby, right?
Yeah.
Because somebody was hurt.
I don't remember how
was
they
that,
got there.
Maybe that was last week. I don't know.
I think that was this week.
Was it?
I know Red Velvet wrestled Layla Hirsch, which I don't care that I missed that.
Oh, dude, I'm looking at the March 11th fucking Rampage results. Of course. You know why? Because the fucking AEW website sucks.
It's not great.
It's fucking awful, dude. But yes, the Butcher, who I like.
Yeah.
In a weird way. He looks
like
I have a weird
affinity for Butcher and Blade.
He looks like the dude from Grand Theft Auto. The hillbilly guy you get to play with.
Oh, Trevor. Okay.
Trevor.
From Grand Theft Auto 5. Gotcha.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't specific enough.
Well, there's only been like 7, so I don't know.
It's been 10 years, Pump, since we had a new one.
That's not my fault. They just released Expanded and Enhanced on PS5, which is bullshit because you can't cross migrate your save.
Right.
Stupid.
And
but I did have a cool money hack from before, so I'm super rich. If anybody wants to play with me, Pump 61 on PlayStation Network.
But it has to be a PS4.
Well, I didn't cross migrate my save because I'm not rich and have a PS5.
I have a PS5.
Well, you got that rapper money. So.
Hermosa Saloon, March 26th.
Right.
All right. Anyway,
support Nate's PS5 habit.
Yeah.
At the Hermosa Saloon.
So, I like the Butcher.
I do.
Right, but I don't know if the Butcher needs a 14-minute match with Darby Allin, and then have nothing done with him.
Yeah, but that's the problem when you have a roster this big and not enough time to put people on the show. When nobody watches your YouTube content. Hey.
At what point do they bail on that?
On YouTube?
Yeah, you can't, right?
Nah, they'll never
because it's the only way they can give people practice, right?
Yeah. Unless they start touring house shows, which good luck. I don't see that ever happening.
That's gotta be rough, dude, when like your fucking practice matches and shit are like on something that like hundreds of thousands of people watch.
Yeah, but they can edit the shit out of them.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
I mean, it's, I want to say they tape them on like a Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe even Thursday, and then they go up on a Monday. So they got plenty of time to pull some trickeration.
They don't go up on a Tuesday?
On a Tuesday.
Okay. I don't have any more AEW notes, do you, sir?
Not unless you count the Cody news as AEW news. No.
What is the Cody news?
Meltzer and Sean Ross Sapp have both said that Cody will debut on WrestleMania and wrestle Rollins. The deal is done. It's been done for about 2 weeks. It's happening.
And this is a Rollins comes to the ring. I can't believe I don't have anybody to wrestle. Cody fucking entrance, right?
Yeah. Yep. That is the plan, but it's still
fucking these same guys say that he was supposed to come out on Raw the other night because it was in Florida.
Well, they said it because it was in Jacksonville, which is AEW's home base, so it's just a FU to Tony Khan. But I mean, I don't. If you believe the McMahonism as you never acknowledge the competition, I will watch it for a minute, and then when it gets lame, which it inevitably will because it's WWE and they can't book or tell stories anymore, then I won't. So
you'll watch what?
I will watch Cody for the week or two that it's interesting, and then when it all goes to shit.
What if it stays interesting? Just I need you to open your mind, Pumps.
Listen, If Grandma had wheels, she'd be a bicycle.
Here
but
we
it
go.
ain't
You see,
happening
it's
anytime
that
soon.
kind of mentality is why we can't mend this relationship.
There's my relationship with World Wrestling Entertainment.
Our relationship.
Oh, I didn't know we had heat. I didn't know we had heat, brother.
All right. Well, speaking of WWE, let's get into that really quick. I know we've gone very
It
long,
sucks. The end.
but that's because
What is a butch?
That's because Scott Hall died. So if
You've
you know
been
what,
Pete Dunne for 5 years. Now you're Butch.
By the way,
Go away.
Did you see pictures of Pete Dunne as Butch?
He looks goddamn ridiculous.
Did you notice something?
No. He's got suspenders
and
a toothpick. What?
Suspenders and
an eye patch.
What do I hate?
What do you hate? A belt.
He wore suspenders and a
belt.
Fucking belt.
There you go.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
That
fucking
can't be
Butch.
A real look.
I mean, it is if you're a toolbox. I don't know. It's awful. Pete Dunne had incredible matches with Tyler Bate. It's Pete Cesaro. Dunne. He's the new Cesaro.
Yeah, Pete Dunne is really, really good. I don't like this. Fucking Shay has just gone completely Dark Knight. Okay, he's back. It was very creepy over there very on the producer video. I thought he was gonna come back in with a riddle. Yeah, he's too tiny to. You know what, Daz, you're 100% correct. He says he looks like a Little Rascals, and he does. Yeah. He's too tiny next to. I get what they want to do, like with the fucking Irish fucking brawler dudes, but he looks like the little brother of the dude from A Christmas Story.
With the little brother of the bully?
Yeah, the little brother of the bully. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, and it just sucks because the guy can out wrestle half the people on that fucking roster.
Yep.
And it sucks.
This is not going to get over. This is not going to get him over.
No wonder Johnny Gargano left. Because if this is what they're doing to do, because him and Gargano are about the same size, right?
Yeah.
Right? You can't be small in the WWE. It's just
no.
Nope. I tried to fight. Like NXT was where you could be that size and be dope until they've decided to change it.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of NXT, how's your girl Nikita Lyons doing?
Is that the fat-assed white girl?
Mm.
I don't know. I haven't seen her since. I haven't watched NXT.
Fair enough. I figured we could get the rump report from.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I haven't watched NXT. Gotcha. I'm honest. I'm honest with our fans. That's I could lie and be like, oh, she's doing great. I hated SmackDown this week.
I hate SmackDown every week.
I know. And see, this is why this is difficult for me. And also, this is also good. Because I guess maybe if you did watch SmackDown and we were having longer conversations about it, this would be like a fucking 3.5 hour show.
A Cornette episode?
Yeah.
No, it's awful.
So I'll just run like I like Pat McAfee. I like him a lot. I think he's the only interesting celebrity wrestling at WrestleMania of the three.
No, you're not here for Johnny Knoxville?
Nope, not here for Johnny Knoxville, and I'm not here for whatever one of the Paul brothers is wrestling.
Logan, I believe?
Yeah, whatever. Not here for him either.
I do not want to watch WrestleMania.
I know, but you're going to.
I know I'm going to, but I don't fucking want to.
Well, you know what?
What?
We all do things we don't want to do sometimes.
You're right. Sunday nights, 10 o'clock. Shay, why are you laughing? That ain't funny.
Because you said 10 o'clock and we're on at 8.
Yeah. Weird California time.
Pat McAfee was good this week. He cut a promo with Austin Theory. It's going to be what it is. Austin Theory's outfit, I don't like it. It looks fucking dumb. They made Roman look weak for the first time in I can't even remember how long.
Really?
Yeah, they made it was I didn't understand. Like he was like, oh, he comes in, does his heel shit, and
Stack 'em, pin 'em, suck 'em.
yeah,
That little bit.
stack them, pin them, suck them, fuck them, shuck them,
My
chuck them.
favorite shirt.
And he's like, Brock Lesnar, I struck first blood, whatever, like the whole Madison Square Garden thing. And he's like, you're not going to be here tonight because his plane got delayed or whatever. And then Paul Heyman does I got a phone call. Guess what? His plane, he's going to be here tonight. And instead of being like the Roman that has been for the last fucking year, 2 years, he like rolled out of the ring and like ran to the back, like ran to his car. Like all of a sudden he's chicken shit heel. And this was some of the worst produced backstage shit I've ever seen.
Uh-oh.
Like the cuts, they jump into the car and then they cut to something else. And then all of a sudden Brock is just in a forklift. And then he's in a forklift and he rams the car, tips it over. The car's turned over. Then they cut to Roman and the Usos running to another car. And then it was, I don't know what the fuck happened, but it wasn't good. It was not good. Not that it's always good or ever good lately, but Roman and Brock are usually some of the better segments on the show, and it was not the case.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Can't wait. The shitty thing is this match isn't even going to go more than 20 minutes because neither of them can.
Are you trying to say, fuck, you see, you do that at the end of the show when I'm gassed. That was like hitting like a fucking fadeaway in my face in the fourth quarter. Are you mean to tell me that Roman Reigns can't go 20 minutes? You are insane.
He can go 20. That's
Roman
about
Reigns
it.
could go an hour, bruh.
Oh my. Okay. No chance.
What about Roman Reigns makes you think that?
Human growth hormone.
Those are accusations that I'm not going to stand for or sit down for.
It's fine.
All right. Anyway, the only other good thing on WWE this week was Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins had a really good 15, 18-minute match. I mean, I guess I don't want to say really good, but it was
good for WWE.
It was Seth and KO. I mean, you know what I mean? Here's the thing, dude.
Steen and Tyler Black.
If those dudes have that match that they had on Raw this week on AEW, the fucking IWC's fucking jerking all off into their own faces.
Must have been a hell of a match.
Not, bro. If they did that same match on AEW, they would be like, "Oh, this is," you know what I mean? Like,
because there would be some payoff. There would be something. It would be, I don't know.
I'm just talking about the in-ring work.
I know what you're saying. I don't know why you became the WWE defender. I think you're just trying to justify watching a shitty product. That's my thoughts.
Because this isn't the fucking Illuminerdi AEW Wrestling New Japan podcast.
Well, that's good because it's a YouTube show. So I hope we're not doing a podcast. Otherwise, this camera's pretty useless.
Because I like the WWE, man, and I like to go to it. And when it comes around, I like to go watch it. And it's, All right. Well, that's been the show. No, I'm just kidding. But really, I think there's nothing else to talk about.
I mean, there's not much else going on.
Oh, Edge has gone a whole different character.
What do you mean?
He comes out to different music. He has a weird purple light.
Oh god!
During his whole set. I can't believe you don't even fucking follow any Instagram pages that show you any of these clips.
I do. I've seen the WWE, and they post a still picture of Edge in blue light. I don't know the context for that.
That's when he cuts his promos in, and he's like shitting on the fans.
Awful.
and blaming the fans for
Awful.
the fact.
I hope he's getting a good, healthy paycheck.
But are you excited to see him and AJ Styles wrestle? Because I am.
I was excited for AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania as well, and look what that turned into. So,
but can you just not be so negative? Maybe can you?
No, give me a good product and I will praise you. When you give me shit for 5, 8, 10 years, I'm not going to give you a lollipop for that. No.
So if you watch AJ Styles and Edge and it's a good match, are you going to say such?
Yeah, of course. I have praised great WWE matches when they've happened. The problem is they happen once every 2 years. That's not me.
That is you.
That's not me.
And you're negative.
Okay. Well,
all
give
right.
me some good wrestling, and I'll be here for it. Listen, the swamp match at Extreme Rules. Oh, chef's kiss. Phenomenal. Best match they've done in years.
Stop it. Okay.
Seth Rollins versus The Fiend at Crown Jewel. Oh. Oh. So good.
Pumps, is there any more wrestling news?
Yes, I think something that's going underreported but needs to be mentioned, and since we have the platform, I'm going to bring it up. Apparently, Quinn McKay, one of the greatest announcers, backstage personalities in all of professional wrestling, has signed with WWE. This is news to me, and I only know it because I follow Quinn McKay on Instagram. Who knew?
Who's that?
She was Ring of Honor's backstage.
Oh, that's a girl.
Person. Well, Quinn didn't give it away?
Colin Quinn?
That's a last name.
Quinn from the guy that tried to kill Jaws? Quint? Oh, is that Quint?
I don't know. You're the movie guy.
Fucking fucking Jaws.
I'm familiar with the name. I just don't know
Quint.
the nuances.
Who was there was another one on C Lab 2021.
I think that was Quinn. I don't know. A quince is a fruit, I believe.
No, Quint. Quint.
I know what I'm adding to the conversation because I have nothing to add to your point. Anyway, Quinn McKay now on WWE television.
C Lab is a highly underrated, hilarious show, by the way.
Tom Goes to the Mayor.
Ooh, and you know what's funny is I couldn't feel any more opposite.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think that show's funny at all.
Oh, spaghetti. Well, Daz is on the C-Lab train with you. And I've never tried Virgil's meat sauce. I don't venture into those waters.
That's it?
Yeah, Quinn McKay, WWE. Who knew?
Is she gonna change her name to Butch?
Yeah, she did. She changed her name to something.
JoJo and Bray Wyatt's fucking her. All right.
Wow. The Briscoes won the Crockett Cup.
What?
The Briscoes won the Crockett Cup.
What the fuck is the Crockett Cup?
The Crockett Cup, it's the... Listen.
I mean, I knew what it was in fucking WCW. That's a thing again?
That's what it is now. And it was here in town in Nashville at the fairgrounds tonight. And I didn't go because I'm here.
WWE owns it?
Get bent. No, they don't own it. It's the NWA. And not that NWA, the wrestling NWA.
Did you just tell me to get bent?
I did.
That's funny. That's a good one.
Thank
I like
you.
that one. I like that one. That goes like, you know what? You know another underrated disrespectful thing is? It's calling somebody a dummy.
You're a dumb.
No, dumb. Fuck off, dummy.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
All right, Pumps, where can we find you?
Pump61 on Instagram and on Twitch. Haven't been on Twitch lately, but someday I might. You never know. Nate, how about you?
Nathan has skill on all the things. I have a birthday party
/ performance on Saturday, the 26th, at the Hermosa Saloon in Hermosa Beach, California. It's gonna be fun, man. I'm gonna do the kazoo and I'm gonna be a one-man band.
Accordion, perhaps.
Yep, I lost my DJ. I'm gonna have the fucking cymbals in between my kneecaps. It's gonna be great.
Harmonica solo.
Yep. You know, it would be hilarious if I came out wearing that thing. I have that thing at work, I think. Like the full
one-man band with the
with the fucking drum on the back.
Oh, that would be kind of dope. You can't be trusted with props though on that kind of night.
That would be fucking.
You need a stage manager for that night.
I know, that would be really funny. Or like a fucking washboard.
Yes.
Anyway, if you listen to this show and you're in the Los Angeles area, please come out and say happy birthday, have a swig of sarsaparilla, and watch me rap for 30 minutes. Giandra LaBeouf, Black Girl Nerd.
Rolling out. Bad Culture TV.
Bad Culture TV. Maybe this show again.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Stranger things have happened.
When's our anniversary?
Yours and Giandra's is WrestleMania.
Right.
2 years.
2 years. So that would be our 104th episode. Ish. Oh, yeah, that's right, because we miss weeks.
There's only one Cal Ripken of this show, baby.
Hey, you know what? This show is like I'm a huge Clipper fan, and there is the Sterling era when it was just me and Jay and Josh, and then there's the Pumps and Shay era, which is where we start from. You know what I mean?
Like the Blake Griffin and.
Yep. That's it.
So you're like the Elton Brand years?
Yep. I am Catino Mobley. All right.
On that note.
Hey, follow the Illuminerdi. Fuck Piggy Stardust.
Follow Piggy Stardust.
Watch all the shows. Or follow. Sorry. I got heat for no reason. Let's go.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
At least I have chicken.